In the case of cancer, you're never prepared. Like I say, I was 35, 36 when I started having my blood test, and I had a pretty good thought in my head that it would be an inevitability. I just had this belief that if it happened to my grandfather and it happened to my father, there's a good chance that I won't be able to dodge it. No way did I think it would come when I was 50 years of age. The first and toughest reaction that I had through the whole process was when I got the phone call from the urologist office from Dr. Webster, and that hit me like a ton of bricks. Cancer never lets you have the moment. You know, the Owen Sound attack won the OHL championship, and that should have been the greatest moment of my professional life, and within 3 weeks, I'm in the hospital, basically, you know, being informed that you have cancer. Everything was done essentially within 5 blocks of my bed. Really made a big difference, and I think that's what I think that's the real value of this campaign, is that we're enhancing and upgrading the potential for treatment so that you don't have to go elsewhere to be treated. Here we have a need, and if we can treat people at home, why not treat them right here? And you know, I think if we can treat them and treat them fully, wholly here, it will reduce stress and make for a better community, no question. I know that my experience was great because I was at the Owen Sound Hospital and I was 6 blocks away from home. Everything from Dr. Tweedy to Dr. Webster to the hospital to the treatment that I got before I went into any room, while I waited, when I was being carted out of the operation room, was top-notch and professional. I'm living with cancer. The operation to remove my prostate was successful, but it didn't remove all the cancer. Now, what I'm told is that my level of growth wouldn't have been detected 5-10 years ago. So the ability to detect cancer is much more acute. So I probably wouldn't be going on a 3-month interval if this was 5 years ago. Having said that, my cancer is progressing bit by bit by bit, and when it gets to a certain level, I'm sure we'll have to make a decision. At one point, probably about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, I already made the decision and everything was in motion, and I was going to go to London for radiation. But some new research popped up, some new beliefs popped up, and so they put the brakes on it. So as of this moment, all I'm doing is every 3 months is I'm going for a blood test, and that's, you know, I hope it stays that way forever, but if I have to go for radiation, at least I've been able to brace myself for it. These funds are going to be used to the best possible usage, and this should be a very, very exciting time for not just the Owen Sound Hospital, but for the city and for the region.